Chris Packwood's FMS. The first of 7 tests is going to be the deep squat, and this is going to be performed by my assistant, Amy Packwood, who is a athlete and fitness extraordinaire that loves to work out and loves to do these things. So we're going to get right at it with the deep squat. So basically what the deep squat is testing in the body is spinal balance. The squat uses a gamut of muscles from the quadriceps to the ankles to the knees to the shoulders. So all of these are going to be tested. Basically, we're looking for asymmetrical, we're looking for balance, we're looking for mobility. So the first thing she wants to do is she wants to grab the dowel as far as wide as possible. Okay, and what she's going to do is she's going to go shoulder width, legs are spread apart, shoulder width apart, and she's going to maybe scoot forward a little bit away from that thing. Okay, and you're going to try to bring the dowel down as you squat down, and keep your arms straight as you bend at the knees. Go ahead. There's your first attempt. That was pretty good. We'll give her 3 chances, and then we'll do the scoring. The scoring is basically a 0 to 3. The 0 is just basically for anything that if she has any pain, she automatically gets a 0. But she's not having any pain right now, so we can rate her from a 1 to 3. But she'll have 3 chances to kind of perfect that. We're going to give her one more chance to see if she can get a 3 on this. Go ahead, Amy, and do one more. Okay, as you can see, her front torso started to bend forward, and the dowel became over her head, and that's around a 1 or a 2. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to clean that up a little bit, and see, we're going to put this wood here like this, and we'll give her another angle for the camera to see. What she's going to do is she's going to put her heels on there. Okay, she's going to try to keep her back as straight as possible, and we're going to see. Let me get over here for the camera angle. Okay, and she will perform that. Make sure that was a little bit better. Let's see if we can just clean that up just a little bit. Just push that back just a little bit more, back behind your head, and see if we can't get a perfect one. Perfect. As you see, her legs bent right at the knees. The femur was horizontal. She bent very good at her ankles. Her toes didn't come up. She didn't lean forward. I would give that one a 3. The next exercise will be the hurdle step. Hurdle step is basically testing bilateral mobility and ankle and knee and hip stability. Anytime you're doing any of this, this is basic for any kind of running or any kind of sport is going to have this, because this pretty much mirrors walking, running, or anything like that. So we're looking for this to looking for balance and looking for good control here. So what she has here is she gets the dowel and she puts it on the back of her neck. We measured this out already to where it's the length of her. We just measured up to the top of her tibia, and she's just going to simply just step forward and barely touch and come on back. As you can see, she's gonna do one more. That's great. And then see how there's perfect balance there. There's no loss of balance. Her midsection and her shoulders, there's no movement going on. So I'm going to say that's a 3 in that situation. Now we're going to go over to the left leg. Good. The hip flexor came out a little bit. It was a little off balance on the left leg when she stepped back, but that's pretty minor. She's going to do one more. But there was just a little bit of off balance right there, so we'll give her one more chance to do this one. Up. One more. It's okay when that happens. And so I'm going to say that on the left side there, we'll give that a 2, and maybe a 3 on this side. There might be some areas that we need to clean up on that side, but we'll assess that later on and move forward from there. With FMS, inline lunge is our next test. This basically tests the quadriceps, the flexibility in the quadriceps, the mobility of the knee and the ankles, as well as the middle torso and shoulder blades. What she's going to do here, she's just going to balance and slowly descend and put the knee right behind the front foot. Good, and then make sure it goes all the way back, touch the heels. Okay, she could just push the leg just a little bit forward and see if she can't get that knee onto the board right behind her heel. Look at the upper half. I like that one. I think she could do a little better if she just straightened up her posture here and kind of put her hands, slide this down just a little bit more. So now we have this connected to the head, the back, and the glutes. And we're going to do the last one on this side. There was a little bit of a turn there, a little bit of off balance. So I'm going to say that's around a 2. So we're going to switch to the other side. It's a little confusing, I know. There you go. So your left foot will be forward on the line that we measured out earlier. Same measurement that we got from the tibia on the inline hurdle. Okay. This one's going to test deceleration and basically side to side, north to south movement. So once again, we need to get the feet in the back straight if we can. Turn it in, come off the board there, okay? Maybe spread your legs just a little bit farther apart and go ahead and try to do one. Okay, again, let's see if we can just spread you out just a little bit more. There you go. And see if we can, get this down just a little bit. Touching, keeping this straight as much as possible. Good, the upper half and the lower half are balanced together. Go ahead and go down one more. And a little bit of loss of balance. So, again, assess that as a 2. There is some inefficiencies within that movement, so we'll have to assess that later on when all is said and done. Test number 5. What we do for shoulder mobility is we're engaging the spine, the abs, and the shoulder for both internal and external rotation. To get this measurement, we measured her hand from the tip of her middle finger to the wrist, to the line on the wrist here. So what we're going to do is she's going to grab the top of this behind her. She's going to turn around, okay, and then she's going to turn and she's going to try to just bring her hands into that direction. So basically it was, the measurement that we got was about 6 inches, and so we're going to see if she can get that grip, and it looks like we're way off there. So we'll try one more time. Let go, please. Okay, so we'll give her one more chance to do this and see if she can't make this happen. Go ahead. Okay, so again we're looking for 6 inches of gap there, and as you can see that's more than enough. So we'll rate that as probably a 1. Because she didn't even come close to getting it. So let's do the other side now. We're going to just switch angles there. There you go. You got it. Okay. All right, up a little bit better mobility there. See if you can extend it one more time. That's as far as it'll go. It's a little bit closer, so still about a 1. But the posture was good and everything. Go ahead and let go. I would say that's a 1, so we probably need to assess that later and see if we can't maximize performance there. We go with the active straight leg raise. Basically this is engaging the hamstrings, checking the mobility of the hamstrings, checking the stability of the abs and the spine and the upper torso. What she's going to do is she's going to raise her leg first she's going to do her left leg as far as she can possibly go without it bending, with the toes up. Her head's going to be on the floor. Go ahead and try one. And her leg's kind of bent there, so I would give that about a 2. And let's go to the next leg, the right leg. If that one goes up, that was a little bit better, almost got it to a full 3. I want to try to do that one more time to see if she can get that toe pointed up and see if she can really bend. There we go. So I'll give that one a 3. And I think we can maybe try one more time on the left and try to see where the inefficiencies are there. Yeah, that leg is going to bend. So there's some work that could be done in the left leg, but the right leg looks a little bit more flexible. So there is some inefficiencies, so we will work on those. Okay, trunk stability test. What this is testing is the anterior and posterior working together. Basically, this is almost a full body workout connected by the spine and the abs. Trunk mobility, trunk stability, and shoulder movement. So what this test is going to do is she's going to put her thumbs by her chin, and she's going to try to do a push-up all in one unit. So there was a little bit lag. Go ahead and go down again. So what we're looking for is if you just spread your arms out just a little bit more, and your thumbs need to be up by your chin, and move your arms out just a little bit more. Now what we're looking for is we're not looking for any sag or any bow. So we want a full, almost like a plank as she does the push-ups. Go ahead and do it one more time. See, there was see, the top half and the bottom half kind of lagged there, and there was a little sag in the middle. So we'll try to get that 3. See if we can't get one more here. There you go. Nope, there was still some lag. So there's a little bit of inefficiencies there. So we probably give that about a 1 or a 2. I'm going to say a 1 in that situation. So rotary stability. This is basically a weight transfer and balance of, I would say, almost every lower and upper muscle of the body. As you can see, she's on all fours here. What she's going to try to do is transfer her weight and extend her right arm and her right leg at the exact same time, and then bring it in, touching the elbow to the knee, and then back out again, and then we're going to just watch and see for any imbalances or instability. Go ahead and perform it. Up, a little shaky. Up. Okay. Give it one more try, and then we can maybe mix it up again. There we go. Fully extended. Touching. And back out. Fully extended. Very good. Okay. That would be, there was a lot of shaking going on, and there was some wobbling, so you can't really give that one a 3, but we could give that about a 2. Let's try the left side. Okay, we turn around there. Okay, again, on all fours, back is pretty straight. We're at a 90-degree angle. Okay, left arm up. Give it one more chance. Left, up, no. One more try. Okay, so obviously there's some inefficiencies on that side, so that one would definitely be a 1, and then we'd be able to able to look at that later on. Thank you for letting me demonstrate this. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.